Hello everybody and welcome back to Barker Disc Golf. Today we are at Dragonfly in Lehi, Utah. Starting off on hole 1, we have Aaron Barker making his first drive as always. And pretty frequently he has great drives like this one. Alright, up next it's Kelly Barker with her first stroke. She is throwing her Stingray like always. Will it do good on this hole, or will it crash down to the left? Boom, it crashes down to the left. It's always going to do that, Kelly. Alright, and now it's my first shot. Will I be able to take one of my signature far drives? It looks like it. Not as far as I would have liked, but still very good. Alright, Kelly's second shot. Nice! Though it's a bit wobbly, that is a great, basically second drive. Alright, time for Aaron's second shot. Yes. He is pulling up his pants and picking up his disc. Classic combo, and nice! That is a great place to land. Alright, Kelly's third stroke. She has to avoid the creek here. Can she make it across? Let's find. Oh! Listen to that splashing. That's terrible. Alright, my second shot. Let's just hope I can make it across and not hit a tree. Ew, that looks bad. I don't think I went in the water, though, unlike Kelly. So, she's effectively spending her fourth stroke fishing it out of the water. Oh, my. I sped this up because this is honestly a pretty boring process. However, it is entertaining to see that Aaron can't get it out and Kelly can. She's just going to have to pick it up at some point. And here she goes on her fifth stroke. Do you think she can make it in the basket here? Probably not with a forehand like that hits that tree. I feel like it could have gotten closer if not for that tree, though. Aaron's third stroke also gets hit by a tree. My third stroke, I'm in between some trees. I don't know if that's allowed. Oof! But I think that bonk off the basket is worth it. Aaron in for bogey. Kelly got a tricky triple bogey putt. But knowing her, she makes it. Let's get a putt replay on that. That was amazing. Look at that form and look at that execution. I get a bogey, but not an impressive one. Alright, on to hole 2. This one's got a barbed wire fence on the left and a river on the right. So the fairway is way narrower than it looks. Aaron, almost towards that barbed wire fence. You better look out. Alright, it's Kelly's first stroke. Let's see what she can do here. She is tossing up her disc up and down. You can tell I have nothing to say when I just note that she's doing that. Oh no! She is headed right for that creek, isn't she? We'll have to see when it comes to her second or third stroke. Here goes my drive. Yikes. That's a bit to the right. Oh, no! Okay, at least it made it back out thanks to that tree kick. Alright, Kelly managed to not land in the water, so this is just her second shot. Ooh. Yikes. Tree hit immediately. She's taking a redo on that, it looks like. Let's see if she can do any better on this one. Oh, no! That was even worse. So she is taking a second redo in a row. That is terrible. Here we go. She's making a disgusted face as she throws and finally does all right. All right, Aaron's second shot now. He does his classic move of tilting his disc super far and trying to go around a tree, and it works well for him. Kelly's third shot now. Tossing her disc up and down. I do that. I say that always. I always say that. Wow. I guess you're listening to me fumble my words because I have nothing else to say because that shot was just mediocre. Alright, time for my second stroke. Will I do good or will I do bad? Oh no. Curve back. Curve back. Curve back. Oh no. Did he go in the creek? I'm not sure. We'll find out. Kelly, fourth stroke. That was a bit wobbly. Oh, okay. That landed in the fairway. That was good. That was good. That was good. Aaron, stroke 3. He's doing the best out of all of us, I think. Let's see what he can do here. He's got a long way to go still. Oh, that low shot won't do it for him. It was pretty good, but just nothing extraordinary. Ooh, yikes. Look at my third shot. Okay, that's as good as I can do there, so I'm not bothering to waste a redo on that. Now my fourth shot. Yikes. Back into the woods again, I think. Kelly's fifth stroke now. She is just trying to make it to the green without, expending too many shots. Oh, no! Oh, no! She's out of bounds! Dang, all right. Fourth stroke for Aaron. Let's see what he can do here. Ooh, that looks good. That looks good. Oh, look at that bounce.
Nice.
Let's get a flight track on that. Watch this. Look at the bounce. The bounce is amazing. That was awesome. That flight tracker was brought to you by Ace Trace. It's a free app on the App Store I used. Alright, there we go. My fourth shot was not as good. I did not get the same bounce as Aaron. Kelly wants some leeway, but no, we're not giving her leeway just because there was barbed wire. That was clearly OB. Let's see here. It's her own risk. Okay, that would have been triple bogey, but she didn't make it. Here goes my double bogey shot. Will I make it in? Thankfully, yes. Aaron, stroke 5, just for bogey. That's good for him. Let's see what he can do here. Boom! Yeah, that actually works. Kelly, stroke 8, and she misses. And she's not bothering to use her last redo on this hole because she already used 2 of them. And so she settles for a quintuple bogey. Alright, hole 3. This one is pretty tricky looking despite its wide fairway. There's trees to the left and trees to the right. And Aaron hit the ladder. Let's see what Kelly does. Will she end up in the same boat as Aaron, or will she sail right past him? Yes, I did use some boat metaphors on purpose. Oh, she happens to be in the same boat as him. Let's see what I can do here. I'm in just as leaky of a boat as I go into the opposite woods. Yikes. Kelly, second shot. Let's see what she can do here. She is analyzing, and is she about to try and do a forehand? That's a bad idea. Or maybe not. Okay, that was actually pretty good. Saved her from going in the woods. Let's see what Aaron can do here. He's getting ready. He's got his stance. Boo! Oh, no. Oh, he barely stayed out of the woods there. At least I've got kind of a lane to go through. I've got kind of a weird stance going on. Oh! Yikes. That was terrible. Looks like I'm going to take a redo. And that's exactly what happens. Alright, let's see if I can do any better. Okay, that was much better, although the zoom in from the camera work was bad. Let's see what Kelly does here on her third shot. Nice throw, except for that tree hit. Aaron, hopefully he can get a nice throw here. Come on, concentrate, focus. There you go, you parked it. All right, now it's time for my third shot, third throw. Let's see here. I've got a plastic water bottle in my backpack, and I'm focusing. Ah! So close. I was robbed there. I feel like we're about to have a great putt from Oh! I take that back. That was terrible. All right.
All right. This is your last.
I go ahead and give Mom a redo as Aaron taps. Did he tap in? I don't think so, actually. Okay, Kelly redos, uses her last redo until hole 10 and gets a bogey. I get a bogey. Here's Dad's tap in. He is about to get a par or no bogey.
All right. Let's see what I can do here. This is my shot 1.
Hole 4. Oof.
Yeah. Well, oh, right under the trees.
That's not good at all. Let's see what Kelly can do here. She's tossing her disc.
Less toss it than usual.
Great.
And I think that was better.
That was really good.
Yeah, she stayed in the fairway and went pretty far, actually. I think further than you did.
Alright.
Oh, I can't really see myself. I can't really see my... Oh, wow.
Whoa.
It went far.
Went high, too.
See what you can do on your second shot.
Really leaning out there.
Yeah, you're kind of in a weird position. There you go. Now you're back in the fairway, kind of by me or Kelly. I don't really know. There's Kelly.
No, they're ahead.
Taking her second stroke. Here she goes. It's a little wobbly. And it goes kind of to the left. That's kind of a normal Kelly shot.
She'll take it.
Yeah. Alright, my second stroke. Looks like I'm doing a run-up for... Oh, no. Okay, I'm just winging it. Going straight for it. And I'm pretty close to the basket now, so that's good.
Alright, let's see what I can do here.
Alright, now we have Aaron
buggy.
taking... Ooh. Yikes, he went to the left quite a bit. Let's see what Kelly can do. She stays over to the left, and that backhand from her does not help. We've got Kelly's fourth stroke now, just trying to make it in for bogey. How?
Still a ways to go.
Yeah, and that shot did not make it in. Let's see if you can make a bogey putt from pretty close to where she was.
Already? Dang.
Oh!
Chained out.
Dang, it clipped off the chains. Alright, looks like I'm taking my par putt. I'm surprised I managed to par this one. And then Kelly and Aaron's double bogey putts.
Not good.
Double bogey. Wow.
Alright, on to hole 5 we go. You're setting your proto on top of that stool. That's
Oh man,
randomly
that's
there.
a narrow little path.
Yikes. And then woods immediately to your left, which is
Oh,
not
but
good for your hyzer style.
I made it
I'm
through
a
the
prophet.
clearing a little too much to the left, though.
I think you ended up going into some trees. Here goes Kelly. Now, her forehands tend to go to the left, especially when they're tilted that way. Oh, gosh.
And right
Oh,
into the
tree kick. At least it kicked her back onto the fairway, though. Let's see what I can do. Whoosh, and that was not far at all. So that was pretty terrible. All right, Kelly's second stroke. That tree really messed her up.
Sizing it up.
At least to put her in the fairway, though. So let's see what she can do with this second stroke. Ooh, yeah, that's sailing pretty far. Just into some trees again. If those trees weren't there, she could have parked it. All right, my second stroke. I really need to park this. And thankfully, it looks like I do.
Wow, nice shot.
Aaron, let's see what you can do here. Ooh, oh, you're joining Kelly over there in those woods.
No good.
Yeah, you need to work.
Not good at all. Kelly taking a putt from the woods. What's happening? She's just
Really
pausing.
sizing it up.
Oh, there she goes. She parked it.
Nice shot.
And now,
Yes.
Aaron's third stroke. What will he do here? Ooh!
Oh,
That was-
a putt.
That was probably the best putt we've seen from you this season so far. And I managed to tap it in for par, and Kelly gets a bogey.
Go ahead.
Alright, starting off hole 6, we've got Aaron.
Gotta make it down that lane.
And he goes too much to the left.
Not bad, though.
You have no
Pretty
antenna.
predictable shot for Aaron.
Kind of, yeah. Kelly looks like she's ready to do awesome things.
Let's see what you can do here. Alright, you throw it right down the lane. So
No, that was nice.
this hole's perfect for you.
2 thumbs up.
Alright, now it's my first shot. And I managed to do my weird Anheuser backhand.
Perfect. Up and to the left.
Or you mean right.
Right,
but yeah.
excuse me.
Alright, we've got Aaron's second shot. Throwing from a weird spot in the woods.
Hugging a tree.
Somehow he
Ooh.
manages to go to the trees on the right.
That tree sat him down.
Alright, time for my second shot. I am pretty much parallel to you. It's just I am
Wow.
able to do that.
That is soaring.
I managed to get it very close to the basket.
Beautiful.
Across that little OB patch.
Now, is this one we were throwing to the wrong basket?
No, this is
Okay.
not. This is still the right basket. That was hole 11, I think. So, oh,
That was bad.
oh no!
That was bad.
You fell out of bounds. All right, so this is Aaron's
Ahead.
third stroke here. He's trying to go for a forehand.
He is, and that was whiffly waffly, but
But it
sailed right
actually
up there.
worked, and it wasn't too bad. All right, this is your fourth shot.
Really time for me to step it up here.
Yeah, if you wouldn't have hit that tree and gone OB, you would be doing much
Things
better.
would be better.
Whoa.
That was terrible.
That was pretty wobbly, and
That
it did
was-
not go far.
No.
You're throwing from in the middle of what would normally be considered an OB area, but it's just a casual place for us.
Right. But that tree,
Oof,
woof.
that
No
tree,
reuse.
not good.
Mm-mm.
See
is
what
your
Aaron
par
can
putt.
do here on his fourth stroke.
All right.
And looks like, oh, he
You missed
almost
it
got
by a
it in
hair.
there. All right, this is your sixth shot, and you couldn't even make it in.
Oofda.
That was not good. Here goes my third stroke. Can I make it in for par? No. Not quite. Aaron, looks like a double bogey for him. Or no, this is a
Here I
par
go for
4,
my
so that's
par.
just a bogey for him, and this is par for
And
me.
here goes
So that third
your
shot was actually a birdie shot for me,
triple bogey.
and this is your only triple bogey, thankfully.
I look really stoked about it.
All right, on to hole 7.
Okay, looks like I got it in between the clearing. I'll take
Pretty
that.
good.
Yeah, this hole looks pretty good for you. Let's see what Kelly can do here.
Play it, play it, play it,
And here she
play
goes.
it, play it.
Whoa! Oh, yikes. That was way to the right and very
To the
short.
right, to the right.
Time for my first shot. Let's see what I can do here. Whoosh!
Whooshed it.
And that is actually really close to
I'm
the
good.
basket. I have a chance at birdie. Unlike Kelly here, this would be her birdie shot. But that is not good. That does
Nice.
not go towards the
Boo.
basket. Yes. You missed it, Mom. Anyway, time for your second shot, Aaron.
Alright, I feel like I'm going to have to hyzer this one around those trees.
And you do
Nice.
so. You've got yourself positioned for a par.
Got it.
This would be Kelly's par, except for the fact that there's a wall of trees blocking her here. Yeah, she's gonna have to settle for a bogey on this one. Oh boy.
Nice. Well, you made it through.
Alright, let's see what she can do here. Ah, devastating cage hit.
Double bow.
And she's got no redos left. Here goes Aaron's par shot. He clangs off the
Would you
top.
like to take a redo?
And he does not choose to take a redo.
Boy, that was not good.
That was a bogey for you, a double bogey for Mom, and here's my birdie chance. I miss it, of course, but I should be able to sink this par putt.
It looks like an easy one.
And it looks like I do. Alright, on to hole 8.
Sizing it up, letting it rip. Oh, that actually looked pretty good. A little to the left, though.
Yeah, it went into the woods, which is not
feel like
good
I've
for
got a
this
lot of
very
that on camera.
narrow lane. Let's see what Kelly can do with it.
I know.
She dropped her disc, so
PDGA
that's not a
level
good
stuff.
sign.
No, that's a bad way to start a hole. Still flipping, though.
Show. Wow.
Definitely
was
not.
Pretty bad.
Not good.
Very short. Let's see what I can do here.
See what the
I
big
feel like
dog
I'm gonna
does.
hit a tree. Oh! Wow, okay. I actually managed to go
Yes,
pretty
that
far
way.
down that lane. Now we're on to Kelly's second shot.
She's going to have to do a little better on this one.
Doink!
Nice. So,
She hits a tree. And she's going again.
so many throws.
Whoa! Okay, that one was alright. Let's see what you can do here. You're pulling your classic move. It did not go far at all.
See, this is your par
Now
shot.
on to your third stroke.
Okay, I feel pretty good about this one. I feel like I'm going to go right up by the basket.
Woo! Oh,
That doesn't
to the
look
left.
parked to me.
And kicked by a tree. Let's see what I can do here on my second shot.
Wow.
Okay, I feel like I'm in range for a par there. Kelly putting on her sunglasses as she
He's going.
gets ready for her fourth shot, which is not good.
Just a little flip.
Hey,
And then Aaron, fourth shot.
I feel like I can make this.
Nope.
Oh, man.
That was not very good.
Gotta warm up on the putting.
Kelly, stroke number 5, also a miss.
Ooh.
I also missed my par putt, but I decide to take a redo because the wind kicked up. I wait till the wind dies down, and then I get it. I tap in Aaron's double bogey and Kelly's triple bogey. Alright, starting off hole 9, we have Aaron with his... What is that disc called again? The Supreme Escape in his hand. And... goes a bit to the left, but that's pretty good, honestly. Alright, let's see what Kelly can do here. This looks a bit tricky, considering she might go to the left. Oh! She managed to get past those trees, but more trees later on stopped her. Let's see what I can do here. Will I make another magnificent drive like I've been doing? No! Goodness gracious, that was horrible.
Yes.
Alright, on to Aaron's second stroke. We have his classic dart move, as he calls it. Alright, Kelly's stroke 2. Here she goes. That's a great shot. Oh, only interrupted by a tree. How devastating. Alright, here goes my second shot. I'm in a similar position as Kelly. Looks like I'm trying to do a forehand. Oh boy. And that was terrible. So we're immediately back to me as I switch to a putter and do terrible again. I hit a tree. Here we go. Kelly's third stroke. Stepping out just a tiny bit within reasonable allowed constraints, and that was pretty good. She's by the basket now. Aaron taking his third stroke, and he barely misses the basket. Time for my fourth stroke. Oh my gosh. I'm already on number 4. This is terrible. Oh! Made even worse by the fact that I just clanged off the top of the basket. Here goes Aaron getting his bogey, Kelly getting hers, and I'm about to get a double bogey. Jeez Louise! Alrighty.
This one looks fairly
It's time
easy.
for hole 10. This one looks like a bit of just a straight shot.
Yes.
Kind of a tunnel here, honestly. And we all know... Oh, wait, never mind. I was going to say that's Aaron's weakness, but he managed to actually get some good distance by keeping it low. Which isn't usually a combination of phrases you say. Ooh, Kelly with a nice skip at the end. Otherwise, a similar shot to Aaron's. Let's see if I hit a tree. Yep, I hit a tree. How terrible. Kelly, second shot. Headed for the green already. Dang, she's really coming back. If I keep doing as bad as I am, she might come back and, like, win or something. Aaron's second stroke. Also in the circles, in the putting circles. Not quite as much on the green as Kelly was. Here I go from a very weird place. I land on top of that mound over there, which hopefully gives me a par putt. Oh! Aaron with a devastating bogey. That was so close, too. Like, if he would have just taken more time, he could have made that. And that's a nice par putt for me. I did not expect to make that. And Kelly also with a par. Nice. Alright, on hole 11, we accidentally threw back to the hole 4 basket. So that's why we couldn't show a distance, because we don't know how far we actually threw to the goal. So here's Aaron's first shot. Pretty good, honestly. Alright, now Kelly, stroke 1. She's whipping out a forehand. Oh no. Went the wrong way. Alright, on to my first shot. Will I do a forehand or a backhand? Okay, backhand. And a terrible one. Look at that. That is the worst throw ever. I feel like I say that a lot, but I actually mean it this time. Alright, here we go. Second shot. We're back to me. Oh my gosh, I threw it in the wrong direction, so that's why Kelly couldn't get it on film. Kelly throwing her second stroke, much, much better than mine could ever be. Even that tree kick was helpful. Let's see what Aaron can do here. Okay, right into the woods, but that tree kick was helpful.
We went to the wrong basket, but we decided we might as well finish out the way we were going to. I think I'm over here somewhere.
That's when I realized we were throwing towards the hole 4 basket all along instead of the real hole 11 basket, which was tucked away in the woods where we couldn't see it. So that's how I ended up with that terrible third stroke with a weird mimicry of Aaron's dart move. And Aaron, about to do a little bit of a dart move himself, he accidentally got hit a tree though.
Well, I'll look on the map.
Kelly just soars right over the basket, so that's not good. Looks like I found a random golf ball, so I'll keep that as a souvenir.
Mom went from here to here and missed it.
Forgot to film Kelly's fourth shot. Aaron in for bogey. And Kelly about to tap in for double bogey. There you go, it's official. And we've got my bogey chance. It's pretty far, and I'm in the woods, though, so I doubt I'll be able to make it. Yep, that was terrible. I guess that's a double bogey for me as well. Thankfully, I've still got a few strokes on Aaron. Let's see how long that lasts, though. We've got a tricky shot for Aaron here. Okay, maybe my lead will last a bit longer, because he did not pull that off. Let's see what Kelly can do here. She's got a straight shot, headed for the fairway. Ooh, that was nice. I liked it. It landed in a pretty good position. Let's see what I can do here. Oh, a bit to the... Oh, it came back to the right. Thank goodness, because otherwise that was going to be pretty bad. Alright, we've got Aaron with his second shot. That shot would have been great if not for that kick off that tree. Such a shame. Alright, Kelly's second shot. Looks like it's in a pretty good position for a par putt. Alright, now we've got my second stroke. Looks like I had the best first shot out of all of us. So now it's just going to come down to whether I can get on the green on this shot or not. Which the answer is no. Well, thankfully Aaron isn't on the green either. But he's got a nice approach.
Excellent.
Ooh, if he would have toned down the power a little bit, he could have made it in there. He was right on target. Kelly, difficult shot, also landing for a parked bogey. Nice. Alright, I've got a par chance here, but I fail to make it as I clang off the basket.
I can do dad right here.
I tap in for bogey. Here goes Aaron's bogey shot. Oh my gosh. We got to get a close call replay on that. That was so close. How unfair of the basket. I feel like my disc being in those chains had something to do with that. Alright, that's a double bogey for Aaron. Here goes Kelly tapping in her bogey. And we're on to hole 13. We've got 2 tee pads. Me and Aaron are starting from the AstroTurf. Ooh, whoa, that got crazy. Oh, but it curved back around, and that tree kick was pretty helpful. Alright, we've got Kelly with an advantage here starting from the dirt tee pad. She doesn't go very far, though, so it kind of balances out. Here I go. Run it up. Releasing. Ooh, that was just the perfect amount of hyzer. I'm impressed with that one. And satisfied. Kelly, second shot, very good. Got a lot of distance, even if it goes out into the field a little bit. Aaron is about to take his second shot. Let's see what he can do here. Whoosh! Is it gonna sit? Yes, it sat in a perfect position on the fairway. Let's see what I can do here. Oh, I'm not even taking a run up. Oh! Oh boy. I think I might have overshot it. Yes. I believe I did. Alright, here goes Kelly. Bonked into a tree. And now that kept her outside of circle 1. What a shame. Okay, we've got Aaron. Getting ready. Here he goes. Throw. Ooh, a little overshot. Kelly, stroke 4, misses her putt. She decides to take a redo. Alright, let's see if she can make it this time. Nope, I predicted another redo is about to be used. Yes, here we go. Finally, she makes it, and Aaron can also do his bogey putt. There you go. And I have a pretty far back putt. I hope I can make it. Thankfully, I do. Welcome to hole 14. We've got Aaron starting off this one.
And here he goes.
This hole is practically made for him.
He's really winging it out
Look
there.
at
Great
that.
shot.
Wow. All right, here you go. See what
Well,
you can
kinda
do
walk
here.
towards it.
You back to tossing up your discs. You go a little to the right, but overall,
Still nice. I'll
it
take
landed
it.
in the fairway. That was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can do the same.
Henry Lee.
Nice.
And
I
can't even see.
Oh,
it.
gosh.
Okay, that came out of nowhere.
Okay, way
Dive
to the
bomb
left. Okay, I think if I recall correctly, I'm on top of a hill now. Here goes Aaron. Okay,
Also good.
another
Also
great
good.
shot.
Yeah, we'll take it.
And you go
Dude,
way
terrible.
to the left.
That
What was that?
so bad.
Here I am. I knew I was on a hill. Let's see what I can do now. Oh gosh.
That got weird.
I didn't
That
make it
got
through
weird.
the tree.
And that
and
too.
so did the shot.
Kelly is very pale.
You have got a fly on your disc, and oh, you just touched it.
Freaking out. Also, oh, that stingray.
Yes.
Although that was not the best example of the
Tired.
stingray's flight.
So tired.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Unlike that
cool.
bird's flight.
Wow.
That bird's flight was good.
Beautiful.
Yeah, stingrays aren't known for flying.
When they're in
T-birds
the
are.
right hands.
T-birds are. All right, we've got that nice approach for
Aaron
me.
is blending into the background here.
True, with his brown shirt, he makes another approach, kind of like
that was
mine. Let's see what you can do here. This is your fourth shot, so yikes. Whee!
Nice.
I mean, come on.
You
Well,
made
that
it
was
so
a good
close.
shot.
All right, me
Right
and
on in there.
Aaron, me and Aaron get bogeys, and I tap in your double bogey. On to hole 15. This one's a little shorter, but it's very technical, and you have to go in between those two trees pretty much.
And there's some wind happening here, too, that's at play.
Somehow Aaron managed to use the wind to
Wow.
his advantage
He
and
did.
get through the trees. Ooh, you
Kelly?
did too. Though you went a little to the
A
right,
little to the right, yeah.
but other than that, it was pretty good. You'll take it.
I'll take it.
Let's see what I can do. Oh, I think I'm overthinking it. I'm about to do terribly. I called it.
And wow, that just really legit went sideways. You made birds like fly out of the trees in startlement.
All right, I'm going for a flick putt here. Not really a putt though.
Yes.
I
what
landed
happened
somewhere.
there.
I landed somewhere in the fairway, I think.
Okay.
Aaron, good shot from him.
Yes.
Same goes for you,
No
even
prep.
though. Well, you didn't have
Right
any
into
toss
the
ups. Oh,
trees.
trees. Maybe you should have done some toss ups.
Yeah.
Here goes your long par shot. Oh,
Not good.
so close though. Aaron,
Easy in.
pretty much a tap in. Kelly tapping
Bogey
in
for
for
the
bogey.
Killmeister.
Ugh.
Okay.
This course was
And
not
that
good,
was
too.
wobbly too.
It was. Henry.
Surprisingly, I managed to pull off the par. All right, hole 16, here we go. Oh, Aaron's going over the patch of OB, but he manages to go back into the fairway.
Lucky.
OBs.
Lucky shot.
All right, what's your strategy going to be here? Can you make it over? Oh, gosh.
I don't know that I had a strategy. That's
Oh,
sideways.
did that go in OB,
I'm
or is it
fairly
safe?
sure that was OB.
All right,
Henry?
I am just going for sailing over the OB patch completely.
We'll take it out.
You managed to stay in bounds, even though you're in the rough.
Rough
Okay.
indeed. And the
Ooh.
shot. I can't see
It
what
was
happened
pretty good. It went far. And here goes Aaron's second shot. Oh, gosh. Way to the left.
Cutting it close to
there.
OB.
To the left, to the left.
All right. My second shot, no real zoom in on it, but it landed. I think I overshot it.
I was having trouble seeing
Here
that.
go. Oh, did you
Kelly
hit
into
the tree?
trees.
Aaron, here he goes. Ooh, oh,
A little too long.
overshoot. Here's your putt. You.
That was waffly, but
Oh,
very
you parked it.
close.
All right, let's see if I can get this par putt. You really have nothing to say there.
I didn't.
All
That was
right.
a great,
You
great
parked.
putt.
You
Aaron,
tap
is this
in
your
for
fourth?
double bogey, I tap in for bogey, and Aaron's about to putt in for. Oh my god!
Oh!
That was so close. All right, now it looks like he's getting double. Oh no, that was just a bogey. Alright, on to hole 17. This is a pretty narrow shot from the tee pad. Aaron managed... Oh, never mind. I was going to say he managed to get through, but he hit a tree. Now we're having Kelly. She manages to get pretty far, actually. I think this hole's kind of made for her straight forehand shot. Oh, gosh. Look at me. I'm taking a redo, because that was terrible. I literally hit a tree about 20 feet away from me. Let's see if I can do any better. Oh, gosh. And I hit another tree. And I take another redo.
Third time's the charm.
I hit another tree. I took another redo. And finally, I have a decent shot. Didn't go very far, but at least it landed in the fairway. Here we have Aaron, second shot. Wow, that actually went pretty far. I think he has a chance at par now. As for me, I'm just trying to get close to the basket. Okay, that went a little bit to the left, so I don't think I can get par on this one. Kelly, on the other hand, has a chance if she could just get close enough. Oh, no! Too much to the right and not far enough. That killed her par chance. Let's see what Aaron can do here. This is his long par approach. Oh, okay, at least he's set up for a nice bogey putt. Kelly, par, chance, set up for a bogey putt as well. Here goes my very unlikely par chance. Let's see what I can do here. And, okay, that parked it for a bogey, just like Kelly. We got Kelly in for bogey. We've got Aaron putting for bogey. Let's see what he can do here. Too high. Yikes. Sailed right past the basket. I tap in for bogey. Aaron putts for double bogey. Alright, we're finally on hole 18, and this one is very difficult. Saving the worst for last. And that's the same philosophy for Aaron's first shot. Look at that. Went almost out of bounds over the fence. Alright, let's see if Kelly's forehand strategy will do any better. Sheeshka, look at the wind. It just carried her over by Aaron. My goodness. Let's see if I can do any better. Will I go for a backhand or a forehand? Neither seems very good in this situation. Should I go tomahawk? That seems like it'd be a disaster. I go for a forehand that turns into a tomahawk because of the wind. Yikes. Let's see if my second shot will be any better. Oh, no. Whoa, I went way off to the right. Aaron, with the wobbliest forehand you ever did see, tries to go to the right, but ends up going back left towards the fence again. Wow. All right, Kelly actually managing to get onto the fairway, it looks like. That's surprising in this wind condition.
Kind of like over there.
All right, let's see if Aaron can make it to the basket. Heck no, because it's still like 400 feet away. But at least he got in the fairway.
I can hear the sound.
Let's see what Kelly can do on her third shot. She's not taken any toss-ups for once in her life, and boom. She makes it in the fairway. Not as far as Aaron, but it was pretty accurate, honestly. I mean, you got to take what you can get in this terrible conditions. Oh, gosh, what just happened? And I threw over towards the tee pad for hole 17. So I went to the complete wrong place. Kelly, wow. Even though it went to the left, I mean, that's just because of the wind. That was pretty good considering this hole's terrible conditions. Alright, I shoot through the woods. I don't know how good that was because I couldn't really see it. Aaron just going for his classic strategy, but it goes way too far to the right and bonks into a tree. Kelly going to the left again, but still in the fairway. I mean, she's just inching closer to the basket. I feel like that's the best strategy on this hole.
Yeah.
Aaron, stroke 5, going for a terrible forehand. That did not go far at all, and it was like way too much to the left. Kelly going towards the basket, a little overshot. Aaron looks like he's about to try to do the same, and he pretty much does the same, yeah. Alright, here goes Kelly's 7th stroke. Wow. I don't know how this is a par 4 hole. This is not par 4 at all. My 5th stroke lands right by the basket, thankfully. Kelly in for quadruple bogey. I mean, that makes sense. Aaron in for triple bogey. Surprisingly, I only got a double bogey on that hole. So, the final standings, we have me in first place at 68 strokes, Aaron in second at 74 strokes, and Kelly in third at 87 strokes. So, Kelly, this was definitely not her day today. So now I am currently undefeated. Let's see how long that lasts, though.